A very good day to all traders. This is Ryan. I'm the founder of Forex 100 Academy Private Limited. So for today, our session is proudly brought to you by Forex 100 Academy Private Limited as well as Alp Social. Alp Social is a online leading financial forums. So you can actually start to see a lot of things like analysis and whatsoever online. And definitely you have to follow our page at alpsocial.com/forex100 academy private limited. All right, so www.alpsocial.com/forex100 academy. All right, so every Sunday we'll be posting some additional analysis for you. So without any further delay, today let's go through the market analysis. On euro dollar, we are looking at a very bearish move. Take note, the market does have this support over here. Market supported at this price and rebound. All right, showing you a potential counter trend opportunity, but the trend trading for bullish opportunity is not up yet. So you have to take note on that. Head down to 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we can see there is a bit of this movement. So once we detect a movement like a W movement, we can say that there's a potential harmonic pattern. Head down to 1-hour chart. This is what I have. Back to daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. So analysis is pretty straightforward. A selling price as a resistance 1.1259 and support 1.1113. Head down to 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, the W pattern has shown a potential godly pattern. So if you have been a follower of Forex 100 and you just look back on the weekly market analysis I've done on Tuesday or rather Sunday, the B price is already here. I have plotted the C to drop at this price. Did I not? Alright, let's see how it goes. I'll be looking for shorting opportunity over here. So I will start to set my alert. And to pull it, euro dollar H4 chart, a deep godly formation. Alright, so waiting for shorting opportunity over here. Let's see how this rolled up. To 1-hour chart, nothing much over here. So let me just head down to pound dollar. Should you have any questions, feel free to punch them in before we cover all 12 currency pair. I'll do my best to actually answer them. And of course, if you look at a playback, feel free to share on the comment box, which is fine as well. Alright, so look at the pound dollar on the daily chart. We can see that this movement show you a bearish move. So over here, there's a descending triangle or a pennant. Alright, then the market slide downwards. Head down to 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, market slide downwards and have this kind of movement. Head down to 1-hour chart. This is what I have. Back to the daily chart, while I'll share with you my analysis. So on the analysis on the daily chart, there is a bullish shark pattern. So having this ABCD completion, a potential reversal zone. But for me, I will need at least a double bottom to engage a trade. So looks like over here, there is more like a sell zone, a more high tendency of market sliding downwards than going up. So head to 1-hour chart, we have this also a godly pattern completing at a price over here at 1.2787. I'm looking for a selling opportunity. All right, so do your independent analysis and engage trade by yourself. Over here, we are just purely doing analysis. All right, so head down to dollar yen. Excuse me. So dollar yen on the daily chart, interesting development. We did see that the market tested the previous high, then it slid downwards, yes, creating a new low and a retracement back to the previous support. Head to the 4-hour chart, we do see this movement, a retest of the support and bounce back up. So a further development is required. To the 1-hour chart is what we have. To the daily chart, while I'll share with you my analysis, pretty easy, a sell zone over here. If you have been following us quite some time, just clock back to the analysis I did before 24th of April. I already plotted the sell zone. Aggressive trader who have entered the trade, short, good on you. Alright, conservative trader, no worries. I'm looking for a buying opportunity at 10561. Head down to 4-hour chart. we have a bearish back pattern. So for this pattern, I still plot it out, but I want to share with my students and viewers. Alright, so this is a bad pattern. So typically you are looking for a selling opportunity at 112.02, and with a great reward is to risk, I will be looking for a selling opportunity and even place a sell limit order right away. But because the C price have touches the candle body of the A, so I'm not looking in particular to place a sell limit, but I don't mind to wait for a double top at this price. Alright, I don't mind to look at the double top at this price to look for a selling opportunity at 112 flat. Alright, rationale behind it is because it's near my sell zone, that's one. Second, I will have a great reward is the risk, that's two. Number three is near a price action, a whole number over here. So I'm also a price action trader, fancy name, but basically looking at prices and entry and stops and whole number and stuff like that. Alright, those fun stuff. Alright, so on the 1 hour chart, I'm looking for a shorting opportunity over here. Alright, so waiting for market to get back up into the sell zone for a shorting opportunity, easy as such. Alright, so that's all I have for you for dollar yen. Head down to the next pair on euro yen. On the euro yen, what we do over here on euro yen, we have this wick, then market actually retest and start to slide downward. So we have couple of yen pairs showing this movement, showing that the Japanese yen has gained strength. So one of the news that you should be more alert of is whether the Bank of Japan is going to intervene the market and weaken the currency. Alright, so on the 4 hour chart, I see this very interesting move. I spotted something. It's very interesting. Alright, so yes, indeed there is another opportunity over here. So based off the 4 hour chart, let me just do a quick check. Alright, so based off, oops, what have I done? Alright, based off the 4 hour chart, it is, no matter how I look at this trade, it is still a shark pattern movement. Even if you draw it differently, it will still valid. So the other way of looking at shark, let me just double check. Yeah, this is live analysis, man. Alright, so sorry, after confirmation, this shark pattern right now is invalid. So I'm still waiting for a selling opportunity back up to the sell zone on the 4 hour chart. Alright, head down to 1 hour. This is what I have. I had a bad pattern even before this morning, but right now it has been invalid. So contrary part that most traders thought that, or people who don't know about trading, we always think that there is as a forex trader, our job is to keep on engaging a trade. But the truth is, most of the time we are doing analysis, and after the confirmation, then we enter the trade. Alright, so euro yen right now has been downgraded, so I will unshade it. Alright, so to pound yen, alright, on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, there are, over here is a retest of support, and sometimes I don't quite like this wick because it's still a low price. Pretty much nothing more for me on the daily and 4 hour chart. Alright, and this is 1 hour chart. Back to the daily analysis, where I'll share with you my analysis. So over here is my sell zone on the 4 hour chart, and I quite believe this opportunity is also invalid as well. Alright, so pretty much things have changed a couple of hours after UK market open. Highly likely is because of this what you call the Theresa May has quitted the job, and a few days ago it was a holiday, so the market did not actually react much to the news, or there might be new development on that. Alright, so to know our further analysis, because I don't want these to be dragging like 3 hours, follow us on our Facebook page, and I will be glad, more than happy to share my latest analysis over there. Alright, in fact, I have already analyzed the market trend for the next 2 years. If you are interested, you can let me know. Pretty interesting and shocking analysis, I would say. Alright, so I'll just remove this. Alright, and let me just double check this leg. we might have some development over here. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so follow us on Facebook. It will be your best option. All right, everything will be on our Facebook page. This is on the 1 hour chart. Potential selling opportunity somewhere at this area, 140 range, if it retraces. All right, so pound yen as well has been downgraded on my list. All right, to the next pair, New Zealand yen. New Zealand yen is testing the wick over here. Once again, is a big range or support range. Not my favorite. To the 4 hour chart, market just tanked. To the 1 hour chart, it has just did this U-turn. Let's see how the trade developed. Yeah, back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis on. Head down to the 4 hour and 1 hour. So on the 1 hour chart, pretty interesting. I have 3 patterns on top of each other. First, I have the bullish shark pattern, followed by the bullish bat and gut lead. So seems like the market has slid through. Just hope that it have not hit the stops before it turn back, and this still can be a very profitable trade. Target will be readjusted, stops unchanged. All right, so to the next pair, New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar on the daily chart, we can see the market slide through as well. There's a bit of retracement at this part. To the 4 hour chart, market rebound, but it did not come back to the previous support at 0.6574, which is not perfect. So maybe we have a AB equals CD formation, complete somewhere at 6611 for a shorting opportunity. Head down the 1 hour chart, this is what I have. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my interesting analysis. A sell zone over here at this area. Market has broke the sell zone, hence the sell zone is not valid for now. To the 1 hour chart, we have a bad pattern that I have posted to my student group, because the C price, once again, the high price of it touches the A. So typically it's not a bad pattern for me, but I open up for debate for my student. In addition, you can see a very strong bearish movement. All right, so these are a very strong movement closing to the end of the potential reversal zone. All right, so it's not my favorite setup. All right, so to the next pair, Australian dollar on the daily chart, market likewise slide downwards. To the 4 hour, this is what I have. Market go into consolidation, a potential sell zone over here. Head down to 1 hour chart, this is what I have. A potential harmonic pattern. If your eyes are sharp enough, you should have spotted it. Pause the recording if you are trying your best to spot before I share the analysis. So back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Head straight to 4 hour. I have this sell zone over here, and within this sell zone to the 1 hour chart, I have a sharp pattern, shorting opportunity over here, and potential reversal zone at 6910. So this is about the price. I will exit my first target for my bearish shark, and a potential buying opportunity as a counter trend opportunity. It depends on traders and your rules, but looking at it, it looked really very positive and optimistic for a counter trend move at this area, because the previous price has been well supported. If the market dip deeper, then a potential reversal zone I'm looking at is 6887, showing you a bad pattern. Once again, the C price touches the A body. Not my preference, but it's still a setup. All right, so that's that. All right, so let's move to the Australia CAD. So if you do have any questions, please punch them in and I'll be glad to help you with that. Market on the daily chart has break and closed below the price. support over here to the 4-hour retracement. So waiting for it to back to 93.79, a better price to short this market, as there's a previous support. To the 1-hour chart, market going into consolidation, so there is a potential of hitting upwards even more. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. On the daily chart, I just have a bullish godly. So when I plot this XABC long time ago, some of you might thought that I'm insane, but I just follow my rules until it's invalid before I if it's not invalid, I'll just keep it there. Alright, head down to 4-hour chart, we can see that market have this very sharp retracement, something I love to see, but nothing much yet. Unless it did another retracement, then I'll call for a harmonic pattern. To the 1-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart, there is one buying opportunity at 92.52. Let's see how this goes. If it breaks the C price, then this trade for buying opportunity at a lower price below the buy zone will be invalid. All right. Do us a review. If you love this, please share it on our Facebook page under review session. No advertisement, please. Yep, do not advertise. And share one thing that I love about this analysis. Is it at the speed that you prefer? Because some of the people here, participants, would love everything to cover within 45 minutes. And of course, if there are some learning points, I'll add on some learning points like what I did for last week for Pound Australia. Alright, so on the daily chart, we can see market is moving upwards, then have this retracement movement. To the 4-hour chart, this is what I have, consolidation back to the previous high price. And if you are looking for a selling opportunity, not my preferred because I do not have an RSI divergence. It's just a filter that I use, nothing in particular. To the 1-hour chart, the market extend upwards, showing a potential shock formation on the 1-hour chart. To the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. So on the daily chart, this 4-hour chart, we have two trades. First is this advanced pattern looking for selling opportunity. I did not engage the trade. I stayed for very long this morning, and I did not enter the trade. Reason being because over here I do not have a RSI divergence. All right, so that's why it's a great filter for me. All right, so this trade is invalid. Once it's invalid, no point of keeping it, just exit. All right, so if you are looking at resistance line, yes, there is another resistance level you can look at, which is right now 135. Market are pretty trending, so I will not do anything. To the 1-hour chart, this is what I have. All right, so let me just do a quick check on this trade. We are no short of trade, and I'm very disciplined, so not for this, not yet. All right, let's see how the development of this. All right, so to the last two pairs. So should you have any questions, click the button soon before we end the session. So on the daily chart on CAD Yen, we are looking at such movement, maybe a harmonic pattern, yes. To the 4-hour chart, market consolidation, maybe a AB equals CD for a potential buying price as much lower. To the 1-hour chart, back to the daily chart, and this is my analysis. All right, so to the 4-hour, I drew this because I was checking some of the patterns, and with this market forming that way, this harmonic pattern has been invalid. Let us do a quick one on the analysis for the ABCD, as it is a potential buying opportunity. I would love to change it to this. All right, so style thickness. All right, so this is the level, and if I do a AB equals CD, more likely that these patterns will end at 8016. 8016. All right, so this is the price I'm looking for buying opportunity. Head back to daily chart and let's see if we have anything setting up over here on the daily chart. Yes, a potential buy area Let's see how this further develops. So I'll leave this analysis over there. Head down the 1 hour chart. Nothing much for me unless I'm looking for a retracement for a selling opportunity, maybe a harmonic pattern. Let's see how this develop. All right, to the last pair, Pound Australia. On Pound Australia, let's look at Pound Aussie. All right, so market have this interesting movement. Take note that market gap up but close lower. So with the harmonic pattern, this is still considered a valid for me. Head down to 4 hour chart. This is what I have, and 1 hour. Back to the daily chart. Let's see my analysis. So over here we have 2 patterns forming up, and just now we spotted the third one. So if I do something like this, from the low to the high, and right now I only use one. I only use 3 filters. Harmonic pattern have 8 because still have to protect the content, isn't it? All right. There is a potential bad pattern as well. X to A, A to B, B C. I'll draw it somewhere like this, and CD completion. All right. The reason behind I draw it that way is because I'm looking at the closing price and it's not violated. So a potential buying opportunity at much lower price as well. All right, so let us concentrate one trade before another. So let's see how we can do a selling opportunity at 1.8861 and a buying opportunity at 1.8147, and let us see how the trade actually develops. All right, over here, likewise, I plotted this pattern way before it formed up and touches C. So if you're interested to find out more, on the 6th of June, we are having a session. We have these if you happen to be in Singapore, and of course if you are looking to learn such opportunity of trading and doing your own personal analysis, you can definitely pop by or do register on our Eventbrite first. I'll actually share over the link so you can do your registration on your end, and I'm pretty much looking forward to see you because we'll be traveling very soon. I have a couple of deals that come in that require me to fly, and it's really my great interest and hobby to actually help more and more traders benefit from trading. All right, so if you happen to be in Singapore on 6th of June, do come by my office on 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. We love to see you there. And that's all I have for you today. Remember always plan your trade and trade your plan, and I'll